Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business Afternoon Report for Monday, the 17th of July, 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer, and of course, every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. The S&P ASX 200 closed the day down just a touch to 7,299 points. Broadly speaking, the tech sector outperformed while the energy and materials companies were the weakest on the day. Among the large caps, Santos fell nearly 2%, Newcrest Mining was off 1.2%, and Rio Tinto and Woodside both fell 1%. WiseTech Global and Aristocrat Leisure both outperformed. The banks were mixed and the retailers generally stronger. Whitehaven Coal announced impressive June quarter production figures. Its share price rose 2.7%, and Corporate Travel said it's in the market for its fourth CFO in 4 years, after the current one decided to take another job. Story number 2, the board of Fortescue Metals conducted a secret review into whether its executive chair, Andrew Forrest, had a relationship with an employee of the mining giant, but cleared him of wrongdoing. In a statement, Fortescue said the board had engaged law firm Seyfarth Shaw to investigate after becoming aware of an anonymous letter concerning the behaviour of the executive chairman, according to a report in the Financial Review. And I quote, "The investigation concluded that none of the matters in the letter were substantiated. There were no adverse findings," adding that Dr. Forrest had excluded himself from the process. Now, I'm not suggesting that Dr. Forrest was in a relationship with an employee, but it is interesting that the board thought the issue was sufficiently important to warrant an investigation. Of course, last week, Forrest disclosed he had split with his wife, Nicola Forrest. Story number 3, it was a bit of a horror day for Endeavour Group, their hotel and liquor outlet company, with its share price tumbling 10%. It followed the announcement yesterday by Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews of new laws closing machines, that's gaming machines, between 4am and 10am, and new restrictions on all of the state's 30,000 gaming machines, including forcing gamblers to preset daily limits on losses. Victoria is Endeavour's largest market for the company's pubs division. Investment analysts have estimated that for every 1% drop in poker machine revenue, Endeavour's earnings fall by about $6 million. The changes put Victoria alongside South Australia and Queensland in terms of gaming machines restrictions. Story number 4, miner IGO has written off 75% of a business it bought just 12 months ago, sending its share price down 4.6%. IGO paid $1.3 billion for nickel miner Western Areas in June last year, and today said a review had uncovered high capital and operating costs and production delays. As a result, IGO, which has had plenty of pretty good M&A experience, is writing off between $880 million and $980 million. IGO's acting CEO, Matt Dusky, called the write-down disappointing. And story number 5, China's economy expanded less than expected in the second quarter, with consumer spending slowing and the pain in the property market escalating. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers over the weekend said that the government was worried about China, and this is exactly why. The world's second largest economy grew by 6.3% in the 12 months to the end of June, still good by Western standards, but not by Chinese benchmarks, and well below expectations. There was a surge after the lifting of COVID restrictions in the first 3 months of this year, but since then, things have slowed appreciably. For the June quarter, growth was just 0.8%. In the month of June, retail sales growth slowed, the property market weakened, but at least industrial production improved. Authorities said the global political and economic situations are complicated and the foundations of recovery in China are not yet solid. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 17th of July, 2023. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning with a Tuesday edition of Fear and Greed Business News. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.